Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I've been busy reading and I just finished a book. This is my second read through of Stephen King's Desperation, so I thought I'd get on here and give a little review for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy and thank you so much for watching. King does a really good job with the narrative of this book. It goes from, one character to the next character and it toggles back and forth throughout the entire novel. We even get to see and experience the point of view from both the cop, the guy that's going around, just terrorizing this town and taking these prisoners. And we even see the point of view of a cougar that has been called upon by the cop to go and do something. So I thought that was just really neat, and I really like the narrative voice of all the characters throughout the novel. I came across Desperation when I was in high school. It was in my library. And I gotta say, I don't think my librarians knew what was actually in this book. Otherwise, it would not have been in the high school library. There is a lot of horror, there is a lot of gore, suspense, gruesome imagery, and yeah, they really missed that one. So when I first read that book in high school, gosh, 13 years ago, I thought it was the scariest book I had ever read. And rereading it now, 13 years later, as a 30-year-old parent who has been married and lived a little bit, I have to say that this book is really moving, and I'm going to talk to you about why I think this book is so moving. So, brief summary of the book: there's this cop. He's really creepy. Turns out he's a little bit deranged, and he takes these travelers, these random travelers, off a highway. And brings them into this little tiny mining town called Desperation in Nevada and immediately throws them in jail cells. There is an entire family that's been taken. There's a writer on a motorcycle that's traveling the countryside. There are a couple of couples, husbands and wives that are taken. An old man from the town is imprisoned as well. And they soon discover that the town itself is basically a ghost town. Everyone in it has been brutally murdered in a variety of gruesome and horrific ways. And I mean, the bodies are still in their homes and in the places where the community goes, such as like laundromats and things like that. So everywhere they turn, they could open a closet door and there's somebody falling out of it. Animals seem possessed with like their behavior. They seem like they are controlled by the cop himself. And objects are even they seem to be possessed by the touch or just being near to them. Makes you think things and want to do things and sometimes enact on those things. So yeah, this town is very creepy and there's something definitely going on. One of the characters in the book is a little boy named David Carver. He's a 12-year-old little boy. His entire family has been taken by this cop. Lots of terrible things happen to this family, but the boy, unlike the rest of the family members and unlike the rest of the prisoners, has this really firm faith in God due to an accident that one of his friends went through. The boy was actually hit by a drunk driver and he was induced into a coma, but he miraculously comes out of it. So he starts to, study the Bible and things, and he he still like holds firm to his faith despite everything that's going on around them and everything that happens to his family members. So the others start to notice that this boy is just doing these miraculous things or like things surrounding them are happening because this boy is present. So they start to view David as their sort of beacon of light or hope, and he, in a sense, becomes their leader, and they listen to what he says to do. Um, but yeah, this town is just so full of desperation in itself, it being called the town of desperation. Um, but I think that the best part about this book is the theme of God versus evil. I am a Christian myself. Even if you're not a Christian, I think this is just a very wonderful concept, good versus evil, even. Um, but I found myself several times reading this book with goosebumps. And there was even one scene in the middle of the book where I just started crying uncontrollably. And it's just a really, really moving book to read, despite all of the horror and gore and gruesome details of the entire novel. Um, but yeah, I recommend this book to anybody who loves a good suspenseful read. I recommend it to anyone who has or has not read a Stephen King novel. This is one of his best works. I think personally, this is one of the books he wrote after he became sober. So yeah. There is a movie that is based off of this book. I have not seen it. So if you have watched the movie, please comment down below to let me know if it's worth my time. I have seen the previews. Gotta say, doesn't look all that great, but it's kind of an older movie, so I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm a movie girl, so just let me know if you've seen it and what you think of it. But yeah, I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads, and I recommend it to basically anybody who's into horror, anybody who's into Stephen King, anybody who is into suspense, and there's some gore in there, some things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable, but I think overall it's a great read despite all of that. Okay, that is all for this video, but before you go, I would like to introduce you to someone. This is Raven. Say hi, Raven. This is our new family member whom we love so, 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 so much. Mwah. Here, you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? No, you don't. Her name is Raven. We adopted her from a wonderful family. They just couldn't take her anymore, but we absolutely love her. She cuddles and sleeps with us every night. She's very, very vocal and loving, and oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just love her so much. I love you. All right, say bye-bye to the viewers. Say bye-bye. Bye, guys.